Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to episode 8 of the Teddy and JD podcast. Um, we actually recorded episode 7. We're gonna post episode 8. I gotta throw that out there.
Yeah, we did skip one, yeah.
Because this one, I'm kind of putting into kind of what happened and like my time ending at Donar in my own words. So obviously, I got my man Teddy with me, and it's an honor that you're gonna be doing this with me because I got a lot of respect for you and the career.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, yeah, man. So, with that being said, let's get to it. Let's get to it.
Well, yeah, man, with the news coming down, I know, most of us pretty aware of what's going on with you. So once I got the news that you weren't signing back, my first question is, what's your feelings on, not being able to return back to Donar?
Yeah, like so. To be honest with you, Teddy, like I've told you this before, and I've told people close to me, like family, loved ones or whatever. I'm really at peace with it. I really, really am. Like, I'm not gonna say that I didn't want to come back because I did, but I really am at peace with this because I had a great 10 years, man. And when I even say that, 10 years, it's like that's a whole decade at one place.
Yeah,
And had a lot of success. Like we talked about this on previous episodes and everything. So I mean, it's no secret what happened, but just to be a part of 10 years in anything is a long time. You know what I mean? Like
it is.
it's a whole decade. So
Yeah,
uh, I'm at peace with it, and I told Martin that in the meeting. Um, I told him I thanked him. I thanked the club, because I got so much to be thankful for my experience here, and I got a lot of questions. Um, about like, oh, are you okay? Are you okay? I'm fine.
yeah.
You know what I mean? So
I mean, but that's normal though. I remember, like, I played in Poe for 2.5, 3 years, man. And when I left, it was like, okay, it's two places I felt like was home for me. It was Amsterdam and
yeah,
Poe. That when I left, man, when I left those teams, like it took a lot out of me. Like, it kind of hurt my heart. So that was kind of the first thing that came to mind, when I got the news, when you told me about it. So that was like the first thing that hit me. I was thinking about all the fans, all the friends I had made from playing those 3 years, and just not that, just how much I love to play there too. So that was kind of the first thing that kind of crossed my mind when you told me about it. So yeah,
and
I know.
with you mentioned Amsterdam. You said Amsterdam and Poe. Poe, for those that don't know, is in France, correct?
Yeah,
That's a French team. But like we live in Holland, so like maybe a lot of people that listen to this don't
yeah,
live in Holland, don't understand. Like there are now they're grown, late 20s, early 30s, but they grew up watching you play in
yeah,
Amsterdam, and you're their legend. You know what I mean?
yeah,
And that's just got to make you feel good. And some of the messages that I received, like when I posted this yesterday, man, the love that I got back from so many people, uh, it was crazy. Like, and then
yeah.
kids people that were young kids when I first got here now are like grown adults, and they're telling
Hmm.
me all these, hey, I saw you this year, I saw this game, I saw that game. And for me, yeah, I'm happy I won, some championships, whatever. Was, made a little money or whatever, and got to live out my dream. But that right there, like that hit me real hard yesterday. I was like, damn, like like people grew up watching what I was looking at was like my job. You know what I'm saying? But they was telling me
Yeah,
how it impacted them, and so I'm pretty proud of that. And like you know I feel like
yeah.
I met a lot of people that felt the same way about you coming from Amsterdam, and that's a real basketball city too. So that's got to make you feel good too. You know what I mean?
And it does. And like man, look, like I said, 10 years is a long time. You have a family there, friends, like relationships you built there, probably lifelong relationships, a lot of them. So
Right.
again, I feel like, this the opportunity to, give you that light to, say all that to those people who who are behind you. Like now you got a legacy that you leave behind that's it's untouchable. It's gonna be there for a lifetime.
Appreciate
A
that, man.
lifetime.
I appreciate that. So yeah.
Yeah, with that being said, is there anything you want to say to them, your fans, your family, all those people out there who, they just wondering what's the next thing for JD? Like, what he got going? What's the
Right. Right.
next move?
I actually do. Before I answer that the first part of that question, I want to make it clear that like the post I made yesterday was for like me leaving Donar because I was there for 10
Yeah,
years. My mindset right now is I still want to play and I'm
yeah,
exploring all options. I got like a million questions yesterday, like what are you gonna do? What's next? Blah 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 blah. Uh, I'm gonna look. It's a weird time with Corona, and then but I'm gonna see. I'm still in pretty good shape. I still feel like I can help somebody in the right situation. So I'm gonna explore those options, and then if nothing comes, then I'm prepared for life after basketball. I have a contingency plan. So for everybody asking me what I'm gonna do, I'm not retiring. I know I got. Well,
yeah. Right, right. You're
I'm not
still
thinking of
young,
retiring.
man.
You know what I'm saying?
You still got about 4, 5 years in
Right. Yeah. Well, I don't know if I got all that, but
you.
my mindset ain't retired right now. So we'll see. But first part, back to your question, the fans. Yeah. I mean, I posted it yesterday, and what I
Yeah,
said it was from the heart. You know what I mean? But particularly in this place, uh, the fans here are what make Donar. Like
yeah,
um, financially, the atmosphere, their passion, how they um, show up to Martini Plaza 3,000, 4,000 strong every night. We could be playing the worst team, or we could be playing, you know
mhm,
what I mean? It could be a big
yeah,
game. And like I said, when I say financially, they drive this place because we have those fans. There is a donor. If they don't show up, we don't have we don't have what we where we don't have the opportunity to have built what we have built. And this has been, you know, I want to say like 60, 70 years in the making. So this is a special place. And anybody that's ever played here, whether it be you played at a big club coming in a European competition to like a smaller club, everybody, when they leave here, they feel that. They're like, damn, this place, it's a nice place to play.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
and,
Yeah,
and, and so I want to, say thank you to them for that. Like, and I really truly mean that. And I feel blessed to have been to play in front of them for so long. And it wasn't always great, but there were some great moments to where, I'm sure if I don't ever forget them, they probably won't ever forget them either. Um,
yeah,
and the crazy thing about it is, uh, we as players, or at least, I don't know, maybe other players approach it different, but like Coach Ivica Scaling, somebody I've had tremendous respect for, he always said, like, yes, the fans is like, we play for the fans, but at the same time, you don't. Like, you're focused on your job, what you got to do. How do you get better, for this team, blah, blah, blah. But then all that work they get to see. You
yeah,
understand what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah,
And so, that really clicked with me. So all I did was try to prepare every day the hardest that I could, knowing that like I would get a chance to be on a team that could display that in front of people that cared, because you go to a lot of places where, there might be 20 people in the gym. You played in Euro Cup or wherever, and there'd be like 100, 200 people in some remote gym in some place. It's never been like that here. So very, very thankful to you guys. I appreciate you. I love you. And I'm going to miss playing in front of y'all.
and you know what, bro? Like, for real, this still. I mean, I get it. I think for a lot of people, you kind of had that feeling, like, of that when you're in that bubble where you don't know what's gonna happen, which direction it could go, where I could stay, I could go. So
Right.
you've been knowing for quite some time, you've been kind of putting yourself in the mindset that like, this could be it. But
Mhm.
for the people to actually hear it, like even me, like you know what I'm saying? Like for me, it's still kind of shocking. Like for real. I mean, when I think about it, all you 10 years, that's a long time, man. And again, I mean, maybe we talked about this before, how the older you get, age matters in our job, in our profession, teams start they want to go with younger, they want potential or stuff like that. It's get to the point to where, you get to a certain age and they start looking at you more like you
You a dinosaur.
yeah, like, like and now to our defense, when I say our, me and you, like we're older and I'm a few years older than you, but we got those body types where we were lucky enough, we were fortunate enough to be blessed to where, we still have those kind of body types to where we function well like young guys. We still run well, we still jump well, we still move well.
Well, you
With
should jump well.
on top of that,
Yeah,
we have all this experience to go with that.
that's exactly
So,
right.
to some people like myself who basketball junkie, you know, it won't make sense, moves like this won't make sense to a person like me. So again, I can understand from a fan standpoint of, how it will feel and it being shocking. And, again, being a basketball mind, again, people got to make moves. Things change every day,
Right,
so I
right.
guess you get it from the business standpoint too. Maybe it was just time, but it's still, it's still kind of shocking to see. But again, I know you're not done. Probably, you had a lot of good times there, 10 years of amazing memories, plenty of titles to go with it, which I say, in a basketball career, that's what we're shooting for every year anyway. Winning
Right.
titles, putting yourself in a position to compete at the highest level. So you did that amazingly. So hopefully this next job, when it come along, you'll be able to continue to add on to your legacy.
I appreciate that, brother. I appreciate that.
Man, now that you're leaving Donar though, tell me this. If you could choose, the perfect, not perfect place to play, because, I know we both got families there. So again, I'm thinking for you, what would be the ideal, would staying in Holland be the ideal situation?
You know what? I'm open to wherever. It's just for me, it's got to be the right situation. You know what I mean? Because I am what I am, and at this point in my career, I know uh, strengths and weaknesses and things like that. But I know how I can help a team. So if somebody has a need for that, then and I get that opportunity, I think it does. For me, it wouldn't matter where it was at. You feel me? Now,
Yeah,
obviously, if you're gonna ask me, yeah, do I want to be around my family? Yeah. I mean, that was a whole, that would
yeah,
have
no,
growing would have been ideal. But like from a basketball standpoint, I'm just looking um, for the right situation. And so you're somebody who's played with me, and I think you understand better than most people what that type of situation would be.
pushing, yeah,
So I'm going home Thursday, and I can't wait because I'm about to see my man, my oldest son Jalen, and see my mom and stuff. But then it's like really, I'm just focused on getting back in shape,
yeah,
or getting in better shape. I feel
that's
like I'm in shape right now, getting basketball shape, and prepare myself for what may come. And then, like I said, if nothing comes, then I'm prepared for that too, and I'll just come back to my crib in Holland and be chilling and go do the next step in life.
yeah. I mean, I think either way, whether you make that step or play ball, you're gonna excel at it. Again, we played together for 2 years, and I play with a lot of players. It's not a lot of players with that kind of work ethic at this kind of age. Normally, the older you get, the more you start to shy away from the hard working part of it because your body starts to die
Right.
down, so you're just not capable.
Yeah.
Well, that wasn't a problem with you. So every day was all out, 100% in. So with that being said, the groundwork and basis that you stand on, from what I've seen, you can't do nothing but excel in this world.
I appreciate that, man. Like for real. Like I said, coming from somebody like you, them ain't empty words. You know what I mean? So I really appreciate that.
Yeah, man, you gave me some sad news when you told me though. I'm gonna be real. I done said it about 4 or 5 times, but it is what it is. Like I
Yeah,
said, think in the end, donors doing what they think is best for them, which they're supposed to. So,
exactly.
and we again, as you've done, I've done, and most of the players who played there, they were only good to us as players when we were there. They treated us with respect. They put us in great situations. So, as you saying, I'm thankful for it too. So, good
Right.
luck to the club, and we wish them the best.
Yeah. And I gotta say this too. I got a lot of respect for the way Martin went about this because this wasn't easy for anybody.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like he sat with me face to face, man to man. We had a talk, and he also left the door open to just be involved with the club through different avenues, whether it be coaching or whatnot. So, and I appreciate that because I'm gonna be around. So, man, at the end of the day, man, like I said, I'm only focused on. I'm really, really at peace with this, and I want
yeah,
people to know that because like even in the paper today, I believe they said I was disappointed. That's not the right word. I'm at peace with this. I understand what's going on. I have no ill will, and I try to make that clear in my post yesterday as well. I have no ill will whatsoever towards the club, and I mean they've allowed me to be in the position that I am over here right now, and I feel like I'm in a good position. I made a lot of great friends. I have a lot of um, I love where I'm living, love where my kids are being growing up. So I'm very thankful
yeah.
for all of it, man.
Got you a beautiful wife and kids out of the deal. Yeah,
Yeah, so I'm very thankful for all of this. So
yeah.
yes, sir.
Hey, man. Well, with that being said, we can cap this off. You
Yes,
know.
sir. That's I'm glad. I just wanted to get, say this in my own words. So appreciate you doing this with me, Teddy. And yeah, man. We'll on to the next.
Absolutely. It shouldn't have. To me, it shouldn't have been no other way. I mean, I appreciate the opportunity of getting to do it with you because, again, not only did we play together, you're a good friend of mine too. We developed that relationship over our 2 years. So, again, I want to see it. I want to hear it too. So I just got to hear it firsthand, and I appreciate you letting me be the one to get to do it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. So all right, ladies and gentlemen, we out. And yeah, man, till the next time.
All right, boy.